Dear friends, in this session we are going to discuss about revaluation of assets and liabilities. As we know that revaluation is an account which is a nominal account. Therefore, we have to credit the gain on revaluation of assets and liabilities in the name of revaluation account. When there is a loss on revaluation of assets and liability, that ought to be debited. That ought to be debited to the revaluation account. Dear friends, now we will prepare the revaluation account and its related journal entries with this problem. Point number 1, point number 2 and point number 3 are discussing about the revaluation of assets and liabilities in this problem. With regard to point number 1, plant and machinery and furnitures were to be depreciated by 5% and 10% respectively. Dear students, please note it down. Plant and machinery which is shown in the balance sheet is 4 lakhs, which is to be depreciated by 5%. The book value of the plant is 4 lakh, which is to be depreciated by 5%. That means we have to calculate the depreciation amount 4 lakhs into 5%. That means 20,000. So the value of plant to be depreciated is 20,000 rupees. The journal entry for the revaluation of plant which is to be depreciated is like this. Revaluation account debtor, because the value of asset is decreased, therefore the loss has happened, we have to debit the revaluation account which is 20,000 rupees. Then we have to credit the respective asset account, that is plant account has to be credited by 20,000. Therefore the narration B is being plant is revalued and depreciated by 5%. The next item is furniture, which is to be depreciated by 10%. The book value of the furniture is 1 lakh rupees. As given in the problem, the book value of the furniture is 1 lakh rupees and to be depreciated by 10%. That is 1 lakh rupees into 10%. That means 1 lakh into 10%, it equals to 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. Therefore, the journal entry for revaluation of furniture is, since the furniture value is depreciated, it amounts to the loss on revaluation. The revaluation account has to be debited by 10,000 rupees. Then it has to be credited with the respective asset account, here the furniture account, by 10,000 rupees. The narration is the being furniture is revalued and depreciated by 10%. Dear friends, now we will prepare a revaluation account and post these two entries in the revaluation account. The first entry is revaluation account debtor to plant account, which is to be posted in the revaluation account. As the revaluation account is debited, the plant account has to be debited in the revaluation account by 20,000 rupees, being the loss on the revaluation of plant. The same way, the furniture has to be debited by 10,000 rupees. It is also depreciated. This is the second point in the adjustment, which says that stock and buildings were to be appreciated by 20% and 10% respectively. The book value of the stock is 3 lakh rupees and book value of building is 6 lakh rupees. These two has to be appreciated by 20% and 10% respectively. Let us do the calculations. As we have seen in the balance sheet, the stock value is 3 lakh rupees and to be appreciated by 20%. Therefore, 3 lakh rupees into 20%, which amounts to 60,000 rupees, which is to be credited in the revaluation account. Journal entry for appreciation of stock in the revaluation is the journal. As the stock is appreciated, the revaluation account has to be credited. So, to revaluation account has to be passed as 60,000. Which is to be debited? The respective account, here the stock account. Therefore, the journal entry is stock account debtor 60,000 to revaluation account, and the narration is being stock is revalued and appreciated by 20%. In the same sense, the building is also appreciated by 10%. The book value of the building is 6 lakh rupees. The book value of the building is 6 lakh rupees and is to be appreciated by 10%, that is 6 lakh rupees into 10%, that is rupees 60,000. The value of building is increased by 60,000. It has to be journalized. The journal entry for the appreciation of building is, since it is appreciation, the revaluation account has to be credited by 60,000, the appreciation amount, and it is debited with the respective account, that is building account, by 60,000. Therefore, the journal entry is buildings account debtor 60,000 to revaluation account. The narration being building is revalued and appreciated by 10%. Let us post this appreciation or gain entry in the revaluation account. The first appreciation entry is stock account debtor to building revaluation account. So the revaluation account has to be credited. So stock account with 60,000. The same way, the building account has to be credited with 60,000 rupees. The third revaluation related adjustment is provision for doubtful debts was to be increased to 30,000. So they want to increase the provision to 30,000, whereas the existing provision is 20,000. So they want to increase the 20,000 to 30,000 rupees. Therefore, the difference of 10,000 rupees has to be increased, and it being the increase in the provision is the loss on the revaluation. Therefore, revaluation account has to be debited. The journal entry for increased provision is revaluation account debtor 10,000 to provision for doubtful debts 10,000 rupees. The narration is being provision for doubtful debts increased from 20,000 to 30,000. Now we'll post this entry in the ledger accounts, or that means revaluation account. In the provision entries, we have to debit the provision for the doubtful debts in the revaluation account, that is provision for doubtful debts account 10,000 rupees. Dear students, now we have posted or passed journal entries relating to revaluation. Now we have to close the revaluation account, and if there is any profit or loss on the revaluation, that needs to be posted in the capital accounts of the partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Now we will close the revaluation account by seeing that the credit side of the revaluation account is higher than the debit side of the revaluation account. The credit side total is 1,20,000 and 1,20,000. Therefore, the difference is 1,20,000 1,20,000 minus 20,000 minus 10,000 minus 10,000, that is 80,000. That means the profit on revaluation is 80,000 is the balancing figure, which is the profit on revaluation, which is to be shared by the old partners. That means all the partners, including the retiring partner in the old ratio. Therefore, we have to post it to the capital accounts in the being the profit on revaluation in the old profit sharing ratio of 2:2:1 among the old partners Nagaraj, retiring partner Srimati and Taufik, in the ratio of 2:2:1. That means 80,000 into 2 by 5, 80,000 into 2 by 5 divided by 5 into 2, that means 32,000 rupees. That means 32,000 rupees for Nagaraj. In the same way, Srimati 80,000 into 2 by 5, 32,000 rupees. For Taufik, it is 1/5 share. So it will be 16,000 rupees. So the profit on revaluation of 80,000 is shared by all the partners. Nagaraj 32,000 rupees, Srimati, the retiring partner, 32,000 rupees, and Taufik 16,000 rupees. The journal entry for the profit on revaluation is revaluation account data 80,000, and it will be shared by the old partners in the old ratio, that is to Nagaraj's capital account 32,000 rupees and Srimati's capital account 32,000 rupees and Taufik's capital account 16,000 rupees. The narration is being profit on revaluation shared by all the partners in old ratio of 2:1.